Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy Mother's Day weekend. My name is Nicole Marshall, and I am coming to you from sunny and rainy San Diego. And I'm just excited to spend a little bit of time with you today talking about moving past a particular emotion and seeing its opportunity. So maybe you struggle with a specific feeling right now. Maybe you're not sure how to move past a specific feeling. Do you just feel stuck? Or maybe even know someone that's stuck and they've come to you for advice. You're glued or you're anchored to a place and you're not sure on how to get out of it. Well, first of all, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Good morning, Tracy Bowman. Ask yourself these questions, and I'm going to tell you guys that I come to you from experience. I was fortunate enough this morning to be blessed with a conversation with a dear friend of mine that's in my team, and she was kind of stuck in a place. And so this really pushed this live to be able to give it to you guys too. So I'm so appreciative of this gift. When I've been in this place, so maybe it is a feeling, think of some raw emotions that we get held in, and maybe it's defeat, maybe it's fear, maybe it's comparison, and maybe it's just a rut. So then think of the opposite of that. So the opposite of defeat would be winning. The opposite of fear would be bravery. The opposite of comparison would be linear thinking, that blinders on, we're just focused like this instead of looking like this. We never want to be comparing ourselves to anybody. Think about like being in a rut, and what would the opposite of that rut look like? Maybe being out of that rut, and what does that win look like? What I have come to find in life and experience is that in order for us to really experience the win of that emotion, of switching it to an opportunity, we have to, first of all, allow ourselves to feel that raw feeling. There is nothing wrong with that. We tend to get in a place, and then society has told us, like, hide your emotions, don't share your feelings, don't talk to people about your feelings. And I feel completely different about that. I believe that it is important that when we are led to a place for a particular reason, there is nothing that we experience that is by accident. God is going to use every bit of that experience for His glory, for your glory, and for the ripple effect for your children, for your friends, through a stranger that you meet. So nothing is in vain. So don't look at it like that. Look at the opportunity of a place that you may be in. So when we get glued or anchored to a place, just know that it is never permanent. One thing, one person, one situation, one thought, one decision and choice switches it like that. But when we are in that place, we need to ask ourselves these questions. These are the questions that I asked myself when I would be in there. How does this place make me feel? So maybe we're in just feeling like we're sinking, we're drowning. What does that feel like? Feel that emotion. There is a reason why we have been blessed with all these emotions that we get to experience. What does the other side of that feel like now? So ask yourself the opposite. What does the opposite feel like for me? Being out of that rut, not feeling like I'm drowning, that I'm sinking, that I'm struggling. What does the complete opposite of that look, feel, smell? What are you experiencing in that emotion? And then you have to ask yourself the accountable question of, what place do I prefer? And I believe 100 out of 100 people are going to say that they prefer this really amazing feeling over here. So if we prefer that feeling, why do we stay in drowning, sinking, broken? So Heather, just ask yourself, what does the opposite of that feel like? You're not drowning, you're on top of the water, you're walking on the water. You're not sinking, you're elevated above it. You're not broken, you are pieced together and you are whole and you are beautiful. What does that feel like for you? What people need to come to understand is that in our mind, we need to be in that place in order for it to happen. We have to faith it there first in order for it to become real. So what happens, unfortunately, is we stay in that place and we keep wallowing in that place. Well, broken, feeling sunken, feeling defeat, all that begets feeling broken, feeling sunken, feeling defeat. We choose to stay in a place, although we know what we want. In between that, you've got to take yourself through the opportunity to learn and see and feel and experience this emotion. And you've got to live in it and speak over it and feel its win in order to get the win, in order to get to that place. That is where faith unfolds in us in a magical and powerful way. Faith isn't just saying, oh, I'm staying positive through all this. That's part of it. Faith is knowing here what we think and what we speak, linking it to the feeling of that win, of the feeling of abundance, of not worrying about money anymore. We feel broken. We feel scared. What does the opposite of that feel like and look like for you? Close your eyes and take yourself through that feeling, and you will start to feel yourself smile. And then stay in that place and remember it. Write it down and start speaking over it every moment that you start feeling this again. Speak over that win, because faith begets faith. A win begets a win. Just like darkness begets darkness, fear begets fear. Brokenness begets brokenness. God is moving in you. You don't have to stay in that valley for long. So the quicker you start asking yourself these questions, the quicker you start leaning into the fact that He is going to use this experience you are having for His glory, for your glory, and the ripple effect of that glory, you will move out of it like that. And it can switch literally in a minute. We have so much power that we don't know how to use yet. You have to look at these things as an opportunity. You are not experiencing these things in vain at all. You are in that place with great purpose. Figure out what that purpose is. Okay, I'm here. I'm feeling this. I don't like the way it feels. I don't ever want to feel it again. There is one place that can absolutely mess with every other part of my life, and that's lack of money. So when I knew that that was my Achilles heel, when I knew that the devil could grab onto that crack and he could seep his nastiness into there, I learned I needed to shut it off, and I needed to shut it off quick. For somebody, it might be time. For somebody, it may be, depression. For somebody else, it may be we're riddled with fear of what people think. When you have this space, know what that feels like. Lean into Him. Create the vision of what this feels like. So again, if you feel broken, what does it feel like to feel the win, to cross that finish line and feel financially free, to feel on top of the world, on top of the mountain? What does that feel like for you? Experience that emotion. Cry, own it, feel it with every fiber of your body. Write it down and then speak over that, because you speaking over that has to happen, has to precede that win. The mistake is, and the way we are taught is, I'm having this feeling and I've just got to sit here in it. And I don't know how to change it because nobody's taught me on how to move forward past it. I've got to just stay in this sludge and this is just my lot in life. Oh, no, thank you. God did not bring you here to live in sludge. He didn't even bring you here to live in mediocrity. Maybe you're comfortable in your job. Maybe you're comfortable in that place and you're just going like this. Okay? But maybe that feeling of just going like this is not working for you anymore. So what does it feel like to be up here? And that vibration is what you're seeking. That energy of that place is what you're seeking and speaking over. And then the win comes. Lead yourself to the water and drink from it. Take that place and look at it as an opportunity. No matter what I feel, when I feel it, I know it is opportunity. You have the opportunity to then help others. Again, that is not in vain. Because I never wanted to experience feeling broken in finances, because I didn't want to live ever paycheck to paycheck, because I did not want to feel that yuck of having more week left than money, of not being able to pay a bill, of having to pay something on a credit card, knowing that I couldn't just go to the grocery store and get what I needed for my family and for myself. Because I never wanted to feel that again, I decided to turn that into opportunity and create that emotion of what it looks like to be financially free, to never have to worry about money, to being able to go to Target, and if I decide that I'm going to spend $50, I'm going to spend $50. But if I decide I want to spend $200 on my kids, my husband, me, that I can do it because everything else is taken care of. And when I started to live in that emotion and speak over that a feeling in that life, guess what? Opportunity came. He brought me this company. He brought me the right mentors. He brought me the right stewardship habits. And then all of a sudden, it didn't happen anymore. There was no more bouncing checks. There was no feeling broke. There was no more lots of time or feeling like I couldn't get good time back. There was no more worrying about. I don't worry about that anymore because I stay in this place, and you can too. Like I said, he will use every part of this to bring him his glory, your glory, and the ripple effect of that glory. Write down, my call of action to you is to write down what you are feeling. Write down how it makes you feel, what it looks like, the sludge you are feeling. If you have an opportunity, think of it like this. You're standing in the front of two water sources. One is murky with flies flying over it. It smells like sludge. It smells like sewer. And it's like, ugh. And you can feel the goosebumps on your body because you're thinking, I've got to drink from that. And then there's this other water source that is crystal clear and it's cold to the touch. And you can just see butterflies flying around it. All the hummingbirds are going to the plants all around it. The bees love it. Everything is beautiful. There's a rainbow over it. Which one are you going to choose? Of course you're going to choose the beauty and you're going to choose all that. So choose it first in mind, so then it comes to you. Nobody wants to live in a swamp. Nobody wants to live in sludge, but yet we wallow in it. We think about it. We vibrate over it, and that's what we do every day. Is this ever going to get better? Yet you have all the power to change it, but you have got to understand and visualize what that beautiful crystal clear water with the rainbows and the butterflies and the flying unicorns and the hummingbirds, what that looks and feels like to you. You're standing there, and if you're a lady, you're in this white flowing dress and you feel so beautiful and your hair is long and beautiful and you feel amazing and you can feel the sunshine on your skin. When you speak over that every single day of your life, favor will come to you. You have got to have that precede when it actually occurs. You have to feel that, experience that, because that precedes the win. Your call to action is to write down what that glory and what that win looks like, and then create an affirmation out of it. Create and speak life over it every day. If you walked into my closet, you would see more affirmations on my wall than you see anything, because I have spoken my life over the last 7 years to where I want it to be. And not everything has come true, but I am speaking over it. And every time he is leading me through a place of emotion that I don't care for, a place that I don't care for, he is using it for opportunity. I use it for opportunity. Favor, absolutely, Tracy. You have favor all over you, but this and this has to precede that favor. I wish you guys the happiest day. If you are a mom, if you are pregnant, happy Mother's Day. I know that whatever you want in this world, he has it for you. It is in your heart because he has put it there. Do not allow yourself to sit on the edge of the swamp, the murky ugliness, the smelly fly-ridden waters. Go with complete faith, knowing that the favor is there for you. Link that vision and that feeling and tie it all together and then speak over it. And I promise you, I know, as easy as it is for me to breathe, that it will all come to you. Why do I know? Because we walk in it and we live in it. And I would never tell somebody to do something that I have not done or I was not willing to do. God is for you. This life is for you. Expect that. I love you guys. And today is your great day. Today is the day that everything switches for you. Today is the day that you turned the light on. Today is the day that you stepped over to the beautiful crystal water with the rainbows and unicorns. Today is your day. Now, believe in it, speak over that every day, and watch God's great hand at work, because I promise you, he is coming. I love you all so, so much. Have a beautiful day. Happy Mother's Day. And I will see you soon. If you have any comments or anything that you need help with, you're always welcome to message me. If you need a prayer, if you need me to help you to write an affirmation, if you need guidance on working through something, you come to me. God has appointed me today to forward this to you. Let's do this together. You are never, ever, ever alone. Not for 1 second. If you know somebody who is experiencing something that we've talked about, share it to them. Do them a solid. And as you move through this, you are going to realize the glory of that ripple effect. It is sensational and sensational. I love you all. Have a beautiful day.